Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be reading the 11th chapter of The Case of the Marble Monster. This chapter is called Uka and the Suspect Statue. One day, a peddler came to Uka's court, complaining that he had been robbed. The thief had taken place in the village of Meguro, near the statue of the Japanese god Jizo, which stood in the grounds of the temple. The peddler had fallen asleep in the shade of the statue, and while he dozed, a bolt of silken cloth had been stolen from under his nose. Uka questioned the old man closely and made inquiries to see if anyone had witnessed the theft. Not a single witness could be found, and for the first time an an Uka case would go unsolved. The great judge looked over the matter carefully, and a sly smile came over his face. Of course, he said, the statue is to blame for not watching over the old man's self. It should not have allowed the theft to commit the robbery. Arrest the statue. When the people of Meguru saw Uka's police bind the statue with ropes, take it off to Uka's court to be tied, they felt sure the poor judge had lost his reason. Who ever heard of arresting a statue? Anxious not to miss any detail of such a ridiculous spectacle, the crowd followed behind the police car as it carried the statue to Uka's court. Still bound, the statue was brought before the judge. The spectators watched, amazed, as Uka scolded it for neglecting its duty and ordered it to be left bound until it caused the stolen cloth to be returned. The sentence was so ridiculous that the crowd could no longer keep silence. Soon, everyone in the courtroom was laughing. Uka was secretly delighted, and he took care not to show it. Angrily, he called for silence and ordered everyone to present a pay fine of 10 ryo for contempt of court. The crowd began to complain bitterly. Most of them could not afford to pay a large sum. Very well, said Uka. I will settle for a token fine. Each of you must bring to the court a piece of cloth 3 inches square. If any man here fails to pay this token, I shall make all of you pay the 10 ryo. When the spectators returned with their pieces of cloth, Uka took the old man who had been robbed to stand beside him as he received the fines. One by one, the people filed past and handed their pieces of cloth to the judge. When about half the fines had been paid, the old man whispered something into Uka's ear. A delighted smile appeared on Uka's face. The old man had recognized one of the samples as a piece of his own cloth. Uka had at once ordered the arrest of the man who had brought the sample. When the thief's house was searched, the missing cloth was found in a back room, and restored to its rightful owner. Gravely thanking the statue for its part in recovering the stolen property, Uka himself removed the ropes which bound it, and had it returned to the temple grounds. As a result of this famous case, it became the custom in Old Yedo to report thefts to the statue and tie a rope around it until the stolen property was found. Today, the statue is worn almost smooth by the many ropes that have bound it during the past 200 years. Thank you for listening to the story. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you next time for the Uka and the First Two Sons. Till next time, goodbye.